Will you remind me to get Tim Heaker on the show, because he's been doing great reporting on Tim Pool as of late. Mm-hmm. And, I gotta, I'm thinking maybe it's time we bury the hatchet.
Right.
With Heaker. But I guess we missed this. The Iowa caucuses were what now, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And Tim Pool went to cover the Iowa caucuses live. Now, we bring this up now because it seems like Tim is having some type of crisis, like existential crisis. The other day we covered him, really sounding sad about how hard his job is and how he could be a millionaire without even having to do his second show. And when he has the second show, he's letting people in the compound who are pouring bacon grease down into his sink, and
making death threats.
Anybody with a septic system knows you don't want to do that. I mean, really, you don't want to do it in general. I mean, because it coagulates. It's just a problem. And apparently, he did a live Timcast from the Iowa during the Republican caucuses with Laura Loomer, which I did not realize. And she is she's a
conservative thought leader.
What was the tweet? Should we show the tweet first?
We showed it, yeah, where it's him going through the stuff.
If you wanted to see that.
Oh yeah, let's just put this tweet up.
Yeah, really quick.
And this is this the tweet that set him off?
Oh no, this was just Will Sommer who was pointing out that Tim has kind of been on a meltdown streak.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, and here is so here is Tim Pool live in Iowa a couple weeks ago.
Everything else is gone. That one was like just.
And it's not the first time.
Think we need an acknowledgement from Donald about what happened to Operation Warp Speed. There's been a lot of Americans that have been injured. One of them was here at the.
I'm so sick of talking about this. We haven't had it.
It's still a major issue because let's just say he comes into office. The CIA, Peter Daszak, Echo Health Alliance, all they have to do is restart and do whatever they did again, because there isn't a conversation about, hey, I learned my lesson. Hey, there's some mistake made. I should have done something better. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When still he's telling people to get boosted just a few freaking months ago.
The policies, and it's funny when I see these centrist type journalists who don't like Donald Trump actually arguing with people over this, and they're putting things like, man, I really don't like Trump, but Operation Warp Speed was therapeutics and vaccines by choice. It was never forcing people to get medical treatments, and when that happened, he came out and said they shouldn't be doing this. And now years later, I'm just like, dude, it's 4 years later. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
We should never forget how bad those things were, but it's weird to me that we look at these blue state governors who literally murdered people in New York, and it's like, but Donald Trump, it funded scientific research.
Can I just say something too? Can I just say it goes back to the concept of revolution? Look, I understand people have to provide for their families, and so I'm not trying to sound like a cold-hearted bitch with what I'm about to say, but everybody has choices. Everybody has free will. And I'm really sick and tired of listening to people say things like, oh, I would have lost my job, or, oh, well, I would have been fired. You either stand for something or you fall for everything. And if more people in this country would have stood up and taken to the streets and fought back against these tyrannical lockdowns,
President Trump to the doors of Twitter back in the day, literally chained herself to the doors of Twitter.
Trump never forced the vaccine on anyone. President Trump never forced extended lockdowns. President Trump never forced people to wear masks.
But Trump people
allowed their children to be forcefully vaccinated.
Who was against lockdowns. Trump attacked Sweden, who decided not to lock down. That's a fact. I still want an acknowledgement of it, and because we don't have an acknowledgement of it, because Trump still believes that the vaccine saved hundreds of millions of lives.
Let me take it into
the scenario could again unfold.
Okay, I'll tell you why I'm done with this. Because the anti-Trump people say Trump did the exact same thing Ron DeSantis did, but Trump was wrong when he did it. And then the DeSantis people are like, DeSantis did the same thing that Trump did, but DeSantis was right when I'm like, dude, in the beginning of COVID and the lockdowns, Donald Trump said 15 days to slow the spread. And we were all, not everybody, but a lot of people were like, okay, well, we don't know what's going on. And now that we have hindsight, you have people being like, Ron was correct. No, Trump was correct. No, Ron. Dude, I don't think we need to adjudicate what happened 4 years ago. Now that we have hindsight and we can talk about it today.
But then it's not fair to go after DeSantis.
Now what's going to happen is
if you criticize Trump on this,
now what's going to happen?
Talk about it.
Everyone's going to just keep going back to 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years ago. 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
No, I'm asking. What happens next year? Can we get an AG that actually looks into the creation, the funding, all that, and prosecute?
Can we arrest Fauci? Can we please arrest Fauci?
We can't. All I'm trying to say is that, people have their opinions, very strong opinions about COVID. I'm, the biggest Trump supporter there is, and I never took the vaccine, never got boosted, never will. I'm a proud anti-vaxxer.
But Trump did get boosted. Right?
I just want to see more personal.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
I feel like I'm moderating a zero hedge debate.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. This is what I felt like at the zero hedge debate,
dude,
by the way.
Holy fucking shit.
Let's just not talk over each other.
I have had this debate 7,000 times.
Hey,
and I'm sorry. I'm losing my fucking mind. I am so over people being like, Trump was bad because Trump did a thing.
No, I agree with you.
We did not know what was happening 4 years ago. And now we are 4 years on with mass illegal immigration, 10,000 people per day, and you're talking about a vaccine program for 4 years ago. And here we go again.
The comments were made a couple of weeks ago by Donald Trump about this.
Donald Trump came out and said it should be your choice.
Yes, that's my point.
We're done.
He said you should get.
Do you guys think that the reason why we talk about
all right, let's solve this.
I'm not
talk
talking
to a
about
doctor.
It.
Talk to a doctor.
Oh my God.
Wow. It's wild to see Tim Pool and Laura Loomer being
as
the voices
of reason.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I just think he's getting sick of it. He's getting sick of it.
Probably some administrative stuff being annoying in the background too.
A lot of administrative stuff probably he's dealing with. You do get the sense that he's like gearing up to like maybe
Downshift.
If Donald Trump doesn't win, he's going to run away.